Yo, what's going on, dudes? We're back with another Bloons TD 6 video, and in today's video, we are going to be playing some more modded Bloons TD 6. So the mod that I've chosen for today's video is going to be adding a fourth pathway to my favorite tower in Bloons, and that of course is the Druid. So this fourth pathway adds a brand new concept to the Druid that is all based around fire. So we start off with the Scorched Thorns, that the thorns can now pop lead balloons. We have the Heart of Flames, which the attack now burns balloons. Then we have the Druid of the Fire, which summons a small phoenix. Then we have Fire Breath that gives the Druid a fire breath. And then we also have the Controlled Burn, which the fifth tier looks absolutely insane. Plus, it's like really expensive. I think the fifth tier is like $65,000. So in order to give this mod a proper test, I decided to play on Monkey Meadow Chimps because I mean the Druid Monkey, Chimps, it just goes together really, really well. Now, the only thing that concerns me about the Druid Monkey bottom pathway is if we're going to be able to afford it, because I believe the bottom pathway is $65,000. On top of that, the Fire Breath is another $10,000. This is $2,000. Like, these upgrades are not cheap in the least. But then again, even though the pathway is super expensive, we are talking about the Druid strategy here. So I do believe that the Druids will be able to hold out up until the point where we can afford to buy the fifth tier. Now, as far as our starting strategy, I'm not going to be changing too many things up. We're going to be going for the Bloons Jitsu and the Stronger Stimulant. And now that we have Bloons Jitsu and Stronger Stimulant, let's go ahead and save up to buy a Monkey Village. And then we'll buy the Monkey Business and Monkey Commerce to get discounts on all of our towers. And by getting these discount villages, hopefully we can afford to buy the fourth pathway tier 5 Druid. All right, so now that we have the first village down, let's go ahead and buy our Monkey Business, Monkey Commerce. Then we'll buy ourselves another village. Our Bloons Jitsu Alchemist combo should be able to last for quite some time, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, and here's another village. Let's buy a Monkey Business, Monkey Commerce. So we'll buy bigger radius. Then we'll buy jungle drums to make sure that our Bloons Jitsu Alchemist combo can last for quite some time. All right, now that we have everything set up, let's start going for our Druids. So the big thing with the Druid is just making sure that this Druid's getting the double discount. That way I know it's going to be able to be affected by the Monkey Intelligence Bureau. All right, and obviously, because we're playing the modded version of the Druids, let's go ahead and check out the Scorched Thorns. And then let's also buy Heart of Flames. But I mean, it's probably going to be a while before we can actually see what the Scorched Thorns can do. It does nothing but allows our Druid to pop lead balloons. But I mean, the Heart Thorns already does that. So it's not going to change too much by just buying the Scorched Thorn. But let's go ahead and check out the Heart of Flames. My guess is that the Heart of Flames is probably going to be similar to the Fireball Wizard Monkey. So that doesn't interest me too much. Let's go ahead and check out the Druid of Fire, though. Okay, the Druid of the Fire is pretty dope. Oh, man, the Druid of the Fire adds a small Phoenix, and the Phoenix actually may have global range. Bro. Okay, I'm, like, super stoked now. Next thing, let's go ahead and buy our tried and true Druid of Reach and Heart of Vengeance to give our actual Druid a little bit more range. And now the next thing we need to test is to see if this Druid is going to get the Druid buff. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to buy ourselves a Druid, and we'll upgrade this Druid up to Druid of Reach all the way up to Pop Lust. And it does get the Druid buff. Yes. All right. So now let's go ahead and buy the rest of our Druids to buff up the Druid of the Fire. Also, I need to give our Druids camo detection. So let's buy Radar Scanner first. All right, there we go. I have all 5 of my Druids placed down. Let's go ahead and upgrade them all up to Pop Lust now. And now this Druid should be getting the 5 times buff. Perfect. Now that this Druid has the 5 times buff, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and upgrade all of these Druids. That way they do a little bit more damage against the balloons. And then we'll go ahead and upgrade one of the Druids up to Heart of Oak to go ahead and deal with the regen balloons. Now we need $10,800 to buy Fire Breath. So the Fire Breath breathes out a fire breath that eradicate balloons, also increases the power of Phoenix. Perfect. All right, so this is pretty much going to turn our Druid into a Dragon's Breath, and it's also going to increase the Phoenix's damage as well. Man, this is actually insane that the Phoenix has global range. And judging by the way that the Phoenix moves, it's almost like the Phoenix has the AI of a heli pilot. But so far, the Druid seems pretty overpowered. All right, so now we have the money to buy a Fire Breath, so let's buy Fire Breath. And it looks like the Phoenix grew up a little bit. Oh, dude. Bro, the round 63 balloons aren't even getting close to our Druids. Well, actually, they are getting close, but I mean, you guys know what I mean. The Phoenix is absolutely crazy, dudes. So now the question is, are we going to be able to save up the 70 $70,000 to buy the controlled burn. And even if we are able to save up these 70,000, is it going to be worth it? All right, but another thing I want to do really quick is I want to grab myself another alchemist, and I'm going to place this alchemist so it's closest to the fire breath the druid. So hopefully this druid stays buffed the longest. Now the only thing left to do is to save up the $70,000. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the round where we have $70,000. And I'll bring you guys right back. All right, dudes, I'm starting to get a little bit worried because we're on round 88 so far, and these balloons are making it pretty far, or at least these ZOMGs are. But then again, we only have $7,000 more to go for, so we're really close to being able to afford the control burn. Hopefully, we can afford it before round 90. If we can't afford it before round 90, I'm worried about the DDT balloons because the DDT balloons are pretty fast. Even though the fire breath can pop lead balloons, here we are. Let's see if our tower can deal with lead balloons. All right, so here we are on round 90. Is our tower gonna be able to deal with DDT balloons? It's super sketchy, but he was able to deal with them. We only need a little bit more money, guys, until we can afford to buy the controlled burn. And we're almost there. There we go, dudes. We now have enough money. And let's go ahead and see if it is absolutely overpowered or if it's pretty balanced. There we go. Holy moly, dudes. Look at the Phoenix. She's actually insane, bro. All right, so now, oh, bro, now the like ZMGs aren't even making it to where our druids can attack. Okay, okay, so I think the druid is pretty overpowered. Yep, the druid is pretty strong, guys. All right, so now the next thing I want to test out, I want to test to see what round the controlled burn can actually make it to. So let's go ahead and we'll buy Monkey Intelligence Bureau to go ahead and give our controlled fame the best chances possible. I know if we go with the normal druids can make it to round 150. Of course, it's going to have some supporting towers to help it out, like the permabrew, a couple of stalling towers. But for this case, I'm just going to see if the controlled burn can make it to round 150 pretty much by himself. But I suppose before we skip rounds, we need to see if the controlled burn can actually deal with the bad balloon. Oh, yeah, dudes. Oh, yeah, the bad balloon doesn't even stand a chance. Oh, wait, no. Actually, you know what? The bad balloon made it way further than I thought it would. All right, well, I guess there's nothing to it but to try it out. All right, so let's go ahead and skip a few rounds. Let's go ahead and skip up to round 110. Let's see if our tower can deal with round 110. These reinforced ZOMGs are giving it a little bit of a hard time, guys. Let's go ahead and skip up to round 120. All right, the Avatar Wrath is doing good. Or, man, I say the Avatar Wrath, but it's the controlled burn, right? Yep, the controlled burning is still doing, it's doing all right. It's not doing great. It's doing all right. I think if we save up a little bit more money to buy the permabrew, our controlled burn will do even better. So I think that's what I want to do. I probably should have saved it up a little bit sooner, but let's buy the permabrew to make it so our controlled burn does a little bit more damage. Oh yeah, we're starting to really struggle here, guys. I don't know if the controlled burn can actually make it. All right, so round 126, we're gonna go ahead and buy the permabrew. That way, our controlled burn is constantly buffed by the alchemist. All right, so now that we have the permabrew, let's go ahead and pump up the toughness. Oh, wait. Oh, it's able to deal with the reinforced DDT balloons. Let's go ahead and crank up the difficulty up to around 130. Also, in order to help out our druid a little bit, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a glue gunner. Oh, man, I don't think he can last for very much longer, dudes. Let's also increase the glue gunner's range with primary training and primary mentoring. I think we're about as far as the tower can go, dudes. But I'm not gonna knock it too much because, I mean, the Avatar Wrath can only make it to, like, round 150. All right, let's go ahead and send round 137. I don't know, dudes. I think this is it. Yep. All right. So the controlled burn is pretty good up until round 100. But when it comes down to it, I think the Avatar Wrath still has it beat. Anyways, dudes, I really enjoyed that 4th tier tower. The 4th tier tower is actually pretty balanced and it's pretty fun to use. So if you guys want to try this mod out for yourself, the mod is under the mod browser. So right here's the mod that I use for the Druid 4th path, and you're also going to need the Pass++ in order to use the Druid 4th path. But anyways, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button, and I'll see you dudes in the next one.